Gentlemen, I hope that you are doing fantastic this Monday morning. I am well, I am doing great, and happy new month. Yes, we are in the month of October and we are here to give you another fantastic Art and Culture Monday show. It's going to be bomb, it's going to be legit, it's going to be worth your while, okay? So karibuni sana. Of course, you're watching Art and Culture Monday on KUTV. This is the show that comes to you every Monday morning from 7 a.m. all the way to 10 a.m. to start your week in style, to extend your weekend even by just a little bit, just to give you amazing vibes for the day, you know. So we start kama kawaida. Today is the 2nd of October. The year is 2023. Also, this is the 40th Monday of the year. Yes, we have been here 40 times. That's a long time, and we have been here every Monday, just starting your week in style, giving you an amazing head start of the week, and we enjoy to do that. So that means we have exactly 12 more Mondays to go. So yeah, just 12 of them, 12 weeks to go, and the year 2023 will be a wrap. Okay, this means also that it's exactly 90 days to the end of the year. Uzuri ni, you in 90 days, a good habit is formed. You can get into a relationship and thrive, or you can leave a toxic one and go away, all right? 90 days is a lot of time. That is what I am saying. So we are going to be having an amazing time. We have 40 Mondays in, 12 to go, 90 days to go, and we are doing fantastic. Today is also the 2nd of October, so I get the pleasure of telling you Happy New Month. I hope that you are doing fantastic. I hope that September was good to you. If it wasn't, or it was, we pray that October will be better. Pray that October will be a better month. It will be good. It will be good to you, okay? So we have an amazing show lineup for you. Today we are going to be having amazing conversations, amazing performances right here in studio. We are going to be having a fantastic time, so you can relax, okay? We are going to be having performances, electrifying performances, because we have a rapper in studio, and then we have a poet in studio once again. And then we are going to be talking all matters mental health, because we like this. Mental health awareness is kind of Art and Culture Monday type of vibe. So we are going to be sitting down and having that conversation. So the show is packed, I can tell you for sure. So if you're getting something warm, if you're getting, you know, to sit down a little bit, kama uko kwa traffic, and you know you're on YouTube where we are streaming live this minute, you can sit back, relax, and enjoy an amazing show, because we are going to be doing exactly that. So you are watching me, of course, on your television or on YouTube. So if you're just leaving the house, please don't leave me, okay? Carry me on your phone, on your laptop, because we are streaming live on YouTube. Just look for KUTV Kenya. The show that is streaming right there is this Art and Culture Monday. So ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start the show. Karibuni sana, feel welcome, and enjoy an amazing 2 hours and a few minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are doing fantastic this Monday morning. Like kama kawaida, we start on checking on our roads. We want to know exactly what is happening on our roads this morning, because I know you are headed to work, and if not, you are almost heading out to work. So we want to check at our roads, courtesy of X, of course, courtesy of Ma3 route on X, and we want to see how our roads are doing this morning. Let's say good morning. Let me see. Oh, there's an issue on number plates. People are applying, taking a long time before they come out, but I hope that will be sorted soon. That is Matters Roads. Someone is saying Utawala is becoming a nightmare to road users due to 1,000 road bumps. Can I say yes, please, to this statement? Because that whole route, Utawala and actually into the Eastern Bypass, there are like 1,001 bumps. I don't understand the purpose of it. I know there needs to be safety. The road has had a lot of accidents, but you have bumps after every 50 meters. It's a hard drive. It's just ridiculous. But I don't know what can be done, because I'm no expert. So Wase wa Utawala, poleni sana. Wase wa Utawala into the Eastern Bypass, you just might need to get some more time, okay? Let's see, someone else is saying, Utawala not moving due to bumps. By the way, that is all that is flooding my updates this morning. Utawala not moving due to a lot of road bumps. Oh, someone is saying, I like this. This is from Nyeri. Someone is saying it's raining cats and dogs. The roads are a nightmare at Nyeri. So if you are residing at Nyeri or if you're headed there from Nairobi, just know you're going to be taking some time because it is raining way too much. So please be careful, okay? We are back to Thika Road. Thika Road is not doing great. Traffic starts at Resambu this morning. So you might be taking some time into the CBD all the way from Resambu to Safari Park, headed into Roasters, Allsops. The whole of that route is just bad this morning. Slow moving, so if you can make some time, please go ahead and do so, okay? Someone else is saying, let me see, the Eastern Bypass again is not doing great. Langata Road, ni bumper to bumper, but we thank God for a great month. Thank you very much. Langata Road this morning may also be taking a while. Waiyaki Way is no better this morning. Someone is saying we are not moving along Waiyaki Way. So most of the roads headed into the CBD, like most Mondays, we know these things. Like most Mondays are not doing great. So if you can take some time to be on the road or to use an alternative route, please go ahead and do exactly that. Those are our updates courtesy of Mathri Route on X. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to know how traffic is doing on your side, especially if you're heading into the CBD. Keep me posted. Keep me updated in the course of the show, all right? So kimbia pale YouTube, the easiest way to get to me. Kimbia pale YouTube, we are streaming live. Drop your comment. Just tell me where you headed this morning and how the roads are on your side, okay? I'm going to be to appreciate that very much. On an easier note, you can text me on 0739 110544. That is our text and WhatsApp line, and I'm going to be getting to that update as well. But right about now, those are roads updates courtesy of Mathri Route on X. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still setting pace for the show that is Art and Culture Monday. We are knees deep as of this moment because we are grateful. I told you the show is going to be lit. The show is going to be amazing this morning. So we have a lot that is lined up for you. We have a lot that we are yet to do. So I hope that you're stuck here because we want to start on our Did You Know segment, which will also be forming our topic of discussion of the day, because today we want to learn all matters history and origin of zodiac signs. History and origin of zodiac signs. Okay, so I want to know because I want it to play before we even come to the discussion of it. I want to know, what is your zodiac sign? Do you know your zodiac sign? And what is your general opinion on zodiac signs? So what is your zodiac sign and what is your general opinion on zodiac signs? So I want us to get to playing that in just a minute. We will come back and unwrap it and discuss it. So we are going to be even maybe replay it. So stick around, but right about now, right on to our Did You Know segment.
The stars are just one of the many things in the natural world that human beings have turned to for answers over the years. There is ample indication that cave art shows this idea that animals and things can be imbued with some kind of spirit form that then has an influence on you. And if you appease that spirit form, then you'll have a successful hunt. That was taken over by the idea of divination, where you can actually look at things in nature and study them carefully, such as tea leaf reading. Astrology shows up in various belief systems in ancient cultures. In ancient China, noblemen looked at eclipse or sunspot as portent of good or bad times for their emperor, though it's thought that those signs had less application to the lives of other individuals. The Sumerians and Babylonians, by around the middle of the second millennium BC, appear to have had many divination practices. They looked at the spot of the liver and the entrails of animals, for example, and the idea that watching planets and stars was a way to keep tracks of where gods were in the sky can be traced to the Venus tablet of Amisaduka. This tablet, which is dated to be the first millennium BC and tracks the motion of Venus, is one of the earliest pieces of what is called Babylonian planetary omens. The ancient Egyptians contributed the idea that patterns of stars made up constellations through which the sun appears to move at a specific time during the year. It's thought that all these ideas came together when Alexander the Great conquered Egypt around 330 before Christ. NASA has described how that logic led to creation of familiar zodiac signs known today. Imagine a straight line drawn from the Earth through the Sun and out into the space way beyond our solar system where the stars are. Then, picture Earth following its orbit around the Sun. This imaginary line would rotate, pointing to different stars throughout one complete trip around the Sun, or 1 year. All the stars that lie close to the imaginary flat disk swept out by this imaginary line are said to be in zodiac. The constellations in zodiacs are simply the constellations that this imaginary straight line points to in its years-long journey. The 12 signs of the zodiac. It was during this ancient Greek period that the 12-star sign of the zodiac, with which many people are likely familiar today, the Aries, roughly March 21st to April 19. The Taurus, April 20th to May 20. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. The Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. The Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. The Capricorn, December 22nd to Jan 19th. The Aquarius, Jan 20th to February 18th, and the Pisces, Feb 19th to March 20th, were set down. These Western or tropical zodiac signs were named after constellations and matched with the dates based on the apparent relationship between their placement in the sky and the sun. Babylonians had already divided the zodiac signs into 12 equal signs by 1500 BC, boasting similar constellation names to the ones familiar today, such as the Great Twins, the Lion, the Scales, and these were later incorporated into Greek divination. The astronomer Ptolemy, author of Tetrabiblos, which became a core book in the history of Western astrology, helped popularize these 12 signs. However, the sun has moved on its axis since then, a process known as precession. So now these dates that used to mark the signs don't really correspond to the background constellations that have given their signs name. In fact, the chronology has really shifted one sign to the west. That means zodiac signs dates based on the mathematical division of the year basically corresponds today to the presence of the sun in the constellations of the signs that came before them. Before, astrologers looked at where the sun was relative to the background constellations in general, and that generally matched up almost exactly with the signs of the zodiac defined by the Ptolemy. Now, astrologers do their calculation and forecasting based on where the planets and the sun are relative to the 12 signs, which are fixed and not based on where they are relatively to the constellations.
Welcome to Children's Corner. Welcome to
Children's Corner.
Children's
Technology, science, innovation, ICT, and research. These are the ingredients upon which the solutions to the 21st century problems are founded. In a world that is rapidly changing, it's all hands on deck to ensure a balance in all fields of life. Women, young and old, are also in the front line, breaking the glass ceiling, becoming thought leaders in the larger tech space. Not forgetting other societies marginalized. And when the tech Avengers come together, we inch closer to a much safer, efficient, and sustainable world. What we view as a norm in today's advanced world was just an idea, and for nostalgic reasons, we trace back to the iconic days to bring you the retro tech. On Tech Innovation Show, we encapsulate all the pillars of the fourth industrial revolution, decoded in a language, all for one for all. Every Monday at 8:30 as we push the mantra, keep learning something new each and every day. Only on KUTV, a new experience.
What are some of the ways through which you can develop these skills so that you are comfortably fitting into the job?
You have to put yourself in positions where you are uncomfortable in the sense that you're not clear about what to do.
Because I used to work a corporate job before. So when I left, I happened to visit someone's farm around this area.
So this project is called Security Breach Detector and Readiness Familiarize. It is meant to be used to detect, detonate explosive.
We'll tackle all the tough issues, discuss all the weird moments, and hopefully share a few laughs along the way.
kutoka kuwa jamii ya kuhamahama na sasa kujumuisha kilimo katika mitindo yao ya maisha. Kwenye toleo la kaunti ya Narok, hii ni Boresha Kilimo, kwani afya bora ni kilimo bora.
Kwani kilimo ndicho huboresha maisha.
My name is Jakub Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
People pass vuguvugu. People pass ni idea.
Tazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni Duniani Leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 51 minutes past 7 a.m. That means that we are doing amazing. Our first hour is almost gone. Now, before the break, we talked about zodiac signs, and I asked because I am really interested in knowing what your zodiac sign is, or do you even know what your zodiac sign is? And the part B of that question is your general opinion on zodiac signs. This might be me bringing all of you into my perspective, but I just have a whole issue with zodiac signs. But anyway, I know that I'm a Leo because I'm born 29th July, so I know for a fact that I'm a Leo. I'd like you to share with me. I would want to know, do you know your zodiac sign? And what is your opinion on the general concept of zodiac signs? We have ran through the history and the origin. Apparently, they are not new. Like they are as a tale as old as time, because the study of the stars is a study that is 1,000 years old. So we know that this is not new. But I'd like to ask you this morning, on a chill, just morning random questions kind of energy. I'd like to know if you know your zodiac sign. If so, which one is it? And what is your general opinion on zodiac signs. You are talking to me on YouTube, where we are streaming live this morning at KUTV Kenya. So just run there, look at the show that is Art and Culture Monday, and then you are going to be enjoying it. The other one, you can text me on 0739 110544, and I'm going to be getting into that. Now, like I said, we are knees deep in Art and Culture Monday, and our first guest of the day is already here. So without wasting a lot of time, without, I need us to hear her, I need us to see her, I need us to know the work that she is actually doing. So ladies and gentlemen, right about now, on to our first lounge.
Blessing, but mine can test me, no. Tell them we run things. Jah guide on my way, me am canny blessing, but mine can test me, no. Tell them we run things. Jah guide on my way. Nisiku fine, I'm feeling so fly high. What a time, me blessing kuwa high. Keeping farmers, everything aligning. Head in the sky, me I feel so high. Kid designer, hisi niko aire. Ask me why I'm singing on the highway. It's a vibe, I know you hear it calling. Lift up your hand and me may am canny blessing, but mine can test me, no. Tell them we run things. Jah guide on my way, me am canny blessing, but mine can test me, no. Tell them we run things. Jah guide on my way. I'm a star girl and I'm made of stardust. Fire mama, mini ule dada. Floni kama nenda kumakwata. Don't dada, mini top shata. Peace and love to Mother Earth creation. Moving higher, loving the vibration. Manzi ringa, enda deepa kasirika. Sababisha weni wina malkia. Manzi ringa, enda deepa kasirika. Sababisha weni wina malkia. Blessing, but mine can test you, no. Tell them you run things. Jah guide on your way. Me am canny blessing, but mine can test you, no. Tell them you run things. Jah guide on your way. 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 So banjuka bila fresh, ngoma imeweza. Hey, kuzitoka tukalesa, leo ni kutesa. Banjuka bila pressure, ngoma imeweza. Kuzitoka tukalesa, leo ni kutesa. Blessing, but mine can test you, no, no. Tell them you run things. Jah guide on your way. Me am canny blessing, but mine can test you, no. Tell them you run things. Jah guide on your way. Hey, Jah guide on your way. Hey, hey. Jah guide on your way. Jah guide on your way. Jah guide on your way.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the vibes of Art and Culture Monday. This is what we promise. We bring you quality, we bring you young people that are just doing ridiculously amazing at their work. I want Mwongeli to say hello before we go to the guitarist. Please say hi to guys at home. Tell us who you are, what you do, because you wear many hats before we jump right into this interview.
Hi everyone, my name is Mongeli. I'm a rapper, singer, and jewelry designer. I'm also a fashion enthusiast. And thank you so much for having me here today.
You're most welcome. It's a pleasure. The work that you are doing, like just through your works, just looking through your work, I was impressed enough. I was like,
thank you.
This is some good work that is going on. Yes, please let your counterpart say hello. Guitarist tusalimie, tuambie unaitwa nani. Do you know we jump right into that interview?
Hi, my name is Ondieki. I'm a guitarist and engineer, and thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it.
Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. So I want us to dwell there for a little bit because I know guitar is not the only thing that you do. So what other things do you do and how exactly do you collaborate with Mongeli?
Yes, I'm a producer. I help artists write and create music. So with Mongeli, we've been working on quite a few tracks in the past 2 months or so.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of music coming up as well.
Yes. Ooh, nice. So we already excited. Like nimesikia tu song moja and I'm already looking forward to the other song. So Mongeli, singer, rapper. When did you know this is what you wanted to do?
So personally, I just started really late. I started with singing, so it was just a hobby for me.
Yeah.
Through on till like maybe 2019 hapo ndo nikaanza rap. So I initially didn't rap, but I was singing. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't think I had a cool voice. I just thought my voice was okay.
Yeah.
I can hold a note 1 2 hapo nini nini.
Yes.
So I started rapping because I felt like hapa kwa singing kidogo
ni kama haileti.
Yeah,
No,
so
for a fact, one, you should know that you have a cool voice. Like
Thank
it's a very distinguished voice. It's nizile voice unaimba and someone can point out, ooh, that is Mongeli. Like you have a very specific voice.
Yeah.
I like that. So rap was a way of getting away from like
I was just like, okay, now there's this thing inside me. I want to create music and
Yes.
Well, I just started rapping. It was just for fun.
Yeah.
With the homies, I'm like, yo, buskieni hizi bars nimeandika hapa 1 2. It was just fun to see the guys laugh and be like, yo, that's dope, you know. So I decided to venture into music professionally this year. That's when I felt like, okay, now you can do it.
I can
Why
do
not?
this.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that. Let's pull up kidogo before we get to this year. And so you have been singing for quite some time. You've been singing longer than you have been rapping.
Yeah.
What are some key differences you can point out between singing and rapping?
For singing, you need lots of practice on your voice. You also need to understand the type of voice you have,
Yes.
where you're most comfortable, your range. So, with rapping, it's more of just coming up with dope rhymes, dope bars. It's not, to me, it does not feel like much work, like singing.
Like in comparison to singing, you feel like this is more chill.
Yeah, it's more chill, but they always find a way to blend together.
Yeah.
You'll find that I can't sing fully on a track, I can't rap fully on a track.
Yeah.
They'll always merge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I thought you went away from singing to rapping, but whatever you're doing seems like to be a combination of all of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Producer, what is it that you saw in Mongeli as a singer rapper that made you think, okay, this is someone that we can be able to work together? Like, what stands out about her and her talent?
That's a wonderful question.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yes.
Mongeli works very hard consistently
Nice.
as well. Great natural voice as
Yes.
well, I have to say.
Yeah.
And there's also just the chemistry in terms of artistic vision. We
Yeah.
just seem to work together. Yeah.
There's a vibe there. There's a way you are seeing the same way forward.
Yeah.
Yes,
An
absolutely.
amazing guitarist, Manze.
Yeah.
Like, he plays and you're like, yo.
I know,
so
from the little
cool.
bit I have heard, my ears are
Amazing.
all out
It's amazing.
there.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank
and I like that. Thank you for pointing out discipline, because we have been here 1,000 times with artists and we always say discipline beats talent if talent does not work hard or is not disciplined. So I'm glad that Mongeli has, both of those things. I like that fact, because that then means you're going places. So you started singing professionally, seriously, wholeheartedly the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So how many songs do you have out since?
I have 4 songs
Yes.
out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I started with an EP. It was a live EP performance. I dropped it in July. I did it with Ondieki. He backed me up on the guitar. It was a live acoustic EP performance.
Yeah.
And it was, for me, it was like a milestone. It was like launching myself into the music, into the business of music.
Yes.
And I did not want to be that artist who just writes and their songs are like on a computer just
Somewhere,
there. Like,
yeah.
if you want to write and release music, do it. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Yeah.
I love that. I feel like this is a perfect juncture for us to hear a second performance because
Sure.
it's Monday morning. We like it light and lively, so we have known a little bit. So let's get into one song and then we will come back and continue this conversation because we still have a lot to unpack. Mongeli is doing stuff. You know, we still have a lot to unpack. But right about now, on to a second performance. Well, what is the name of the song? Maybe we start from there.
The first one or the second
We can
one?
start with the first one. What
The
was
first one
name
is
of the
called
song?
Blessing. The second one is called No.
No.
Yeah.
What inspired no? Okay, that seems like very no, just no, okay?
So I have a friend who just came to me and started ranting about this thing that she was going through.
Yeah.
And sometime I was playing beats. I was just playing beats by a producer called C4. He sent me a beat pack and I was just going through them. So when I played this beat,
Yeah.
the words automatically just started right. Okay, the song just wrote itself.
Yeah.
And just looking at the song, it was what my friend was talking about, and somehow it stuck in my subconscious. And
Yeah.
the beat brought the words out of me, and
Yeah.
I wrote the song.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So right about now, we are listening to the song called No. When we come back, we're going to be talking creative process and just to get to know more that she does. So right about now, ladies and gentlemen, for our second song, No from Mongeli.
Hey, 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 hey. Hiyo kitu nasaka ni mimi, huwezi pata mwingine. You look into me, the version of me, na mimi nimeumbwa different. Out in the street every weekend, ukweli mi niko kwa deep end. I'm floating in here, wapi my dear, do you hear? Mbona we unanitesa? Itabidi nime step back, ni kama niko in denial. Ukweli siwezi deny no. Mbona we unanitesa? Itabidi nime step back, no. Niko in denial. Ukweli siwezi deny no, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. Hey. No, 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 no. Mini dengea na form, itabidi ureform. What you thought? Si mwangeliwa before, kungangana na kuforce, squeezy we flow. I know you know me from way back. I'ma need you to erase that. Get acquainted with the new one. Get familiar with the nuance. Hit different, indifference is unknown. And if this is the love, then let me go. Let me go. Hey. Mbona we unanitesa? Itabidi nime step back, ni kama niko in denial. Ukweli siwezi deny no. Mbona we unanitesa? Itabidi nime step back, ni kama niko in denial. Ukweli siwezi deny no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Sikujua utakuja kulai, misikutaki walai bilai. And if you're thinking that I'm willing to try, better wake up and open your eyes. Kuja kulai, misikutaki walai bilai. If you're thinking that I'm willing to try, better wake up and open your eyes. Hey, 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 hey. mbona we unanitesa, itabidi nime step back, ni kama niko in denial, ukweli siwezi deny no, mbona we unanitesa, itabidi nime step back, hey, 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 no, 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 no.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is none other than Mongeli. And I love, like, I think I love the sound, the voice, the beats, just the whole experience just grounds someone there. So I love that about your music. As I said, I want us to get into just take me through your creative process. One, what inspires your music? Let's start from there.
So it comes from different things, people's experiences, my own experiences. Sometimes it's just being creative and seeing where a thought will go. So sometimes it's like aina purpose. It's just like, okay, I'm practicing, I'm in a writing session. So it thought it a transform aje, how can it grow into be something else? And sometimes it's just the beats and the melodies that bring the inspiration and into what I'll write.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So then, your creative process, how long does it take you, or even is it different timelines from the conception of a song, say no, like the one we've just from listening, to actual production, and now this piece is ready to be heard?
Yeah, wow, that's a journey.
Yeah.
That's a journey. My favorite part of the process is writing the songs. And some songs are different, some just write themselves. A song will take 30 minutes and it's done.
Yeah.
Like nilieka beat, lyrics zikajirite to 30 minutes done.
Yeah.
There's a song you'll find you got the idea for the hook, but the verses are not coming and you can't force writing. You'll just feel like, hey, it's off. You'll just see like una force 2 words up on the verse, but you're not feeling the thing, and you always know when, okay, this is the song and these are the words I want to use, this is the story I want to write. So from the writing, it can take time because now the studio is a whole different story. Now you need funds to pay for studio time, to record the song, get cover art, release. So it takes time. But for me, my favorite part is the writing, the coming up with the melodies and the ideas. The rest, it plays out okay. But I prefer the writing.
Okay, so question, do you write your songs with someone else, or you write your own?
I write my own music.
Songs entirely?
Yeah, entirely, but I'm always open to other ideas, and I always, or not always, but sometimes I'll pass my ideas through someone and they'll be like, okay, maybe E-line inaweza kuwa hivi, inaweza kuwa hivi. But for the most part, I write my own songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I like that because I kind of feel you in the music. Like there is something about just owning, like you own your songs very nicely. I think the producer might have better terms for it. I want him to pick up from you writing to pre-production, production, and post-production. How long does that process take usually? And is it dependent on an artist? Like, is it dependent on Mongeli, someone else is coming, it's a different thing? It's uniform for all the artists that you help produce?
It's not uniform. It depends really on how much preparation you come in with. So if you have a song and it's ready, then you can take even 2 hours in a studio and it's finished. But that is if it's really, really ready.
Exactly.
Usually it needs quite a bit of development. So it depends on the person.
Yeah, I thought I would be an artist by this evening. Just bring my piece tomorrow. Bangers by
Tomorrow it's out.
I cannot sing to save my life, so but I like that. So if well prepared or fully prepared, or you have done this with an artist over and over again, then the production time becomes less and less.
Yes, it becomes much more efficient because you understand each other, you know what everyone needs to do.
You know what we are doing, you know what we are looking for, so we are moving on.
Yes.
Perfect. I like that. So Mongeli, how have you found rap in general? One, you are a female artist. Let's start from there. A female rapper in a space that is very male dominated, that is rap. How have you found your way, or rather, how do you think you're breaking through?
I think I'm breaking through by just being me and bringing my flavor, bringing Mongeli into the rap.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like as a woman in the rap industry, sometimes ni kama you need to project a lot of masculine energy.
Yeah.
To be very hardcore and vulgar, to to be respected, or to come off as hard and I'm a rapper, and I see like I'm a soft babe, I'm a soft girl, so
you're a baby girl.
Well, you'll find that mostly I'll rap sing.
Yes.
So it's not bar for bar, but I can still go bar for bar. I can still throw down fire bars. But mostly I rap sing.
Yeah.
And in the industry, I think I'll just forge my own path by just being me and bringing my sound into the industry.
Yes.
That's what it's needed.
Exactly, because for a fact, authenticity sells, no matter what you do. As long as you can be authentic in it, then I think you're definitely forging the right path for yourself. I want us to move kidogo. I want us to have a performance, then we come and talk about your other creative side, because you do rap and sing, but that is just one side of the coin. There's a whole different side, and we are coming to talk about it in just a little bit. So what is the name of the next song?
So the next song is called Kenyan Boy.
Yeah.
It's inspired by Necessary Noise, that OG song. Yeah.
Perfect. So right about now, ladies and gentlemen, Kenyan Boys.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenyan Boys by Mongeli.
Leo weekendi imejipa, so ni mimi na madiva, cheki look tumesafisha, si uanga tumeiva, smell the loud tukifika samasani ya kuwinda, to allocate me a king man, lioness iwezi shindwa, no need for Tinder, she don't really need that, she not really with that, Oi, that Kenyan boy, make me heart skip a bit like why? Hey. Why, that Kenyan boy, make me heart skip a bit like why? You are the ending winner of my heart, you're the winner, nandi kwenda kukuridha, wendo wakune wa wina, nina bina ndiso sindwa, kweli we ni king man, moyo wako nitalinda. She'll need Cooper real love. I know you're searching for that real love. Why, that Kenyan boy, make me heart skip a bit like why? Hey, why, that Kenyan boy, make me heart skip a bit like why? Hey, cheki manzi amechachisha na noki, kwani we majisha na lafu werudisha, vile mechi we ni bingwa, Messi roho ushatinga na siwezi pinga, watoto ni wapinga, weka pingu za maisha, tunawakilisha toka London hadi Giza na hakuna kuigiza, no 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 no. Why, Kenyan boy, make me ask you a bit like why? Why, that Kenyan boy, make me ask you a bit like why? Yeah. Kenyan boy, won't you come take a walk with me? Antaka manzi wa Nairobi. Hey. Kenyan boy, won't you come take a walk with me? Antaka manzi wa Nairobi.
Again, the perfect vibe for Art and Culture Monday. Nataka, like you're here on a Monday morning, so it's giving great vibes, it's giving great energy. But we want to move on from there because you're doing an amazing work. We can already say check. Like I can't wait to see you next October. Like it's bangers after bangers and after bangers, and then your producer is A1. So yeah, we are doing well. So far, so good. I want Kidogo to talk about jewelry, and we want to move on to that conversation. So I want to know, one, the interest of jewelry, where did it stem from?
I got into it by accident.
Yeah.
I was just looking for something to match a head wrap I had, like back maybe in like 2018 huko. So I just cut up some kitenge, nika make choker, ikakuwa interesting, and then some of my friends were like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I also want an Ankara choker, nini. So nikawamekia, and then maybe like 2 years down the line, I got more interest in it and decided to venture into leather.
Yeah.
And make more bold jewelry. So you can find that the chokers are quite like big, lots of cowrie shells, just to make a statement.
Yeah. Wow, first, I like that because that means it came naturally to you. Like you're thinking, okay, I'm looking for something to match something that I have.
Yeah.
But then to us, who could not match two things together, we're like, okay, that's something there. So I want us to pull up kidogo into the materials that you use, because na feel to me jump into leather, we moved on pretty fast.
Okay.
So what materials do you use to make your jewelry?
So my primary material is leather.
Yes.
I use leather, cowrie shells, beads, and mostly recycled artwork I'll find. So you'll find that someone has a shirt, it has beads all over, they want to throw it, so I'll just natoa hizo beads and make up something, because I believe that we should repurpose some things. We throw things away before they've really lived out their time and their lifespan. So giving new life to old materials is something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So yeah, leather, beadwork, cowrie shells.
Yeah,
that's my primary material.
Exactly. One thing I like about that is it also includes conservation, or rather conservation of the environment.
Yeah.
As much as we are making designs. So what inspires your jewelry designs? Like, could you just
it's different things.
Yes.
So I come from a community of crafts people, Ankamba.
Yes.
And they're known for amazing beadwork.
Yes.
Majorly, Bantus are known for their beadwork. So that comes naturally to me. It's inborn, and inspiration comes from different communities. Like this collar here was inspired by the Maasai, like the one I'm wearing. This was a gift, but yeah. So beadwork from other communities inspires me. Telling the African story in a contemporary way inspires me to also just create jewelry for the modern African woman.
Yeah.
A
side question: what is a piece that you made and you really, really, really liked it? Like you're like, this one, I know I make great works, but this one stood out.
Well, it was the first time I made this choker.
Yes.
This choker, yeah. It got so many compliments.
Yes.
Everyone was like, wow, this is so cool. It's very unique.
Yes.
You wouldn't find it with other people because it's handmade by someone.
Exactly.
And yeah, this piece was like, yo, hey, minim noma.
I know. And the fact that you carried it to studio and carried a stand for it, it's already saying a lot of things to one. Yes, but true, it is very unique. I like that. Of course, to biashara. Everything here is about business, which is the next question, by the way. Thank you for taking me there, because I wanted to know how much you sell your pieces at, where do you sell them, where can people be able to access them?
Okay, so it depends. You can come with a custom design. We can work out the price for that. But the ones I have today, the collar is 2,500.
Yes.
The choker is 1,500. So Yeah, but if you have a design in mind, you can just come and we work together. I pull off pretty cool, creative, amazing things.
Yes.
You'll be unique.
Yeah, I like the prices. Like the price ranges are quite
pocket
affordable.
friendly.
Exactly, very pocket friendly. So let's start from your what is your low to high price? Like what is the range of your pricing?
Okay, so I have chokers for 500 that are just cowrie shells.
Yeah.
Only, no leather. Yeah, those go for 500. So the lowest is 500.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then moving up to as high as you can go.
As
because
5K.
this is creative work. Do you know? So from 500 to 5,000, you can get yourself a unique piece of jewelry. I think that is what Mongeli brings to the table. Unique. It's something that you will not find with someone else. It's something that she can use different materials. So at the end of the day, like she has said, you can have a piece of jewelry that is just yours. Like in this whole entire world, it's just that one. I like that. How long does it take to make your jewelry pieces? I know for different ones, it takes a bit of time. But just the range of timelines it takes. Now between your rap and your singing and studio.
Like how I juggle or the time it takes for a piece?
No, the time it takes for a piece.
Okay, so a piece can take from 1 hour to like 3 hours. So that's to even 4 hours, depending on how intricate the design is and the amount of detail I need to add.
Yeah.
So from like an hour to 5 hours.
To about 5 hours.
Yeah.
How soon does a client, or rather depending with what they want, like can we have same day delivery, or it takes some time depending on where the client
depends.
is?
If you order an already made neck piece, that's same day delivery. If it's a custom piece, it takes 5 days for you to get your piece.
Yes. Do you sell your pieces online?
Yeah.
You have specific pages for your pieces? Thank you. So let's start from there. I want to get social media handles for the jewelry before we get to the rapper and the singer. So where can someone go? Where can they follow, see your designs, order, and do all of that?
So I sell my jewelry on Ngeli Studio.
Yeah.
That's Ngeli Studio. You'll find images.
Yeah.
Right now we're on a break from producing like large quantities. But if you have a custom order, you can just slide in my DM and we'll work that through. So Ngeli Studio.
Oh, Ngeli Studio across the board.
Yeah.
So just Instagram, Facebook, Ngeli Studio, and you can go and get amazing pieces right there. That is good. That is a good plug, because that's something you can do from the comfort of where you're sitting. Just go there, follow that page, like that page, get those pieces. Does your producer have a piece?
A piece?
Ama tumtengenezele a piece of jewelry from your works. Ama tumpatie.
You have an ankh.
I do actually. I can't take it out because of the microphone.
Yes. But you do. That is nice. Those are friends that support your business. You know, I like that. Is there any way? I don't know. Is there any way you can match your jewelry, love for jewelry, and the work that you do with your rap and sing?
Yeah.
How are you doing that, or is it in the works, or?
It's mostly in the styling.
Yeah.
So for photo shoots, for video shoots, I do my own styling, my own jewelry. Yeah, so that's how it plugs into the music.
Exactly.
So instead of hiring a stylist or buying jewelry, I'll make for myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it gets to be out there. I think that's another thing that makes you unique. That's another thing that sets you apart from the in the industry rather. Wow, that is amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing those pieces. Nione, just swipe through, see
amazing things in the works.
Yes, amazing things.
Get ready to get your minds blown.
Yeah, I like that. So currently in your jewelry works, what are you working on, and what does the future look like?
Well, it's looking bright.
Yeah.
Expansion, more abundance. Currently, as I said, we're on a break just to restructure and see how better we can offer our services and products to clients, and how we can expand our shop for it to be all encompassing, and just to push the creative boundaries further, and just to make new art from Africa that's global, that sells everywhere. Yani just expansion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in a year or two, where are you hoping Ngeli Studio will get to?
Wow, I'm really hoping we have a physical shop and studio.
Yeah.
So a workspace and a physical place guys can come to try on and see the products.
Yes.
That's what I'm really praying for. I'm also looking to expand the workforce and employ women in from marginalized communities to just come and offer their skill, because you find that for skills like beadwork, these are things that are passed down from generation to generation.
That's
so
true.
it's a craftsmanship you can't replicate if kama hauna.
Yeah.
Okay, you can always learn, but it's good to go to where the source is so you get the authentic thing. So
True.
I hope to get, I'm looking to just get more people in Ngeli Studio so that I'm not just the only person working on the thing, and I can focus on maybe
exactly your rap and your music
management.
and management.
Yeah.
A quick one. I noticed you said you used we. Like, are there people that you're working on, or you're working with right now, or you're looking to hire them?
I'm looking to hire them. Currently, it's just me.
Yeah.
Currently, it's just me.
Yeah.
The creative director.
Yeah.
The artist, the maker.
Yeah.
All round.
Kidogo
But
tu kuwe
in future,
photographer.
yeah.
You know, like.
Ata photographer, man.
Ni wewe.
But yeah, in future, manze, things will be easier and
Yes.
it will be much better.
So we are looking business opportunities. You're looking to create business opportunities, and at its very best to marginalized communities and people from marginalized communities. I think your star is bright, man. Your star is bright. See, I told you, I cannot wait to see you October of next year, because I know we will be speaking expansion and and many other things. I want us to come back to rap because that is she is multifaceted. So we are handling every aspect of her. So we are coming back to music, and I want to know, what is your latest release? Who did you work with it? Who did you work with it on, and just that whole creative process of the latest jam?
So the latest jam is called Dar Ama Nairobi. It's produced by C4 Beats. That's a homie, Yani. Him sending me beats is just a full circle moment. That's just a story for another day, because it's crazy. But so that beat, I played it, and it was during this time where Kali had this thing with TZ, some sort of beef. It was an opportunity for me to practice my craft and just get better at writing and see, okay, so he thought it's been out there. What can I do? What's my interpretation of this thing that he's done? So yeah, that was what it was about. It was just to have fun and just practice my pen game, honestly. It was just that.
Yeah.
But you can find it on YouTube.
How has the reception been so far? I know it hasn't been in the market for that long, but how has the reception been?
So far, it's great. Guys really engaged with me on it. They're saying, yo, endelea tu hivyo, hapo shikilie, just keep on doing what you're doing. And thank you so much for everyone who supports me and listens to the music, for everyone who's subscribed. Asante sana.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At this juncture, we should be wrapping up, so I want you to shout out your team before we talk to Mr. Producer Kidogo. Shout out your team. I know there are people that you work with with your music and on your music. I just want you to give them a shout out before we go to social media handles.
Sawa. So shout out to Ondieki, who's here.
Yes.
An amazing person. Thank you for always making time for practice and just being good at what you do. Thanks a lot to Luca for always making time to record me and just give me creative insight and ideas and advice on what I can do to better my craft.
Yes.
Who else? Honestly, the team is not that large.
Yeah. But you're doing large things. You're doing big things.
Big, mighty things.
Exactly. The team deserves a
and
proper...
shout out to C4 for sending me that beat pack, manze. I didn't even know this guy was a Sikuwa najua ni producer. It's just those guys you see in the hood that are mongeleshani, and then like 7 years later it's like, oh hi, but they make beats.
Shika.
So shout out to C4.
That is a nice one. I shout out to all of you, because all of you together are bringing out one beautiful thing. You're advancing our Kenyan music industry from the comfort of just the few of you, or from wherever, from your studio. You are making big moves in the industry. Mr. Producer, what are you working on currently?
Currently, I'm working on a radio show
that
should be coming out in the coming month, and also quite a bit of music with Mongeli as well, and a rap EP as well.
Yeah.
That should be out sometime this year.
Yes.
Possibly early next year.
Wow, sometime next year or this year?
We're still quite deciding, but it's well on the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because we started the show by saying we have exactly about 12 more weeks to go in the year.
Yes.
That's exactly 90 days. So we are on our toes. So if it happens this year, we'll be happy. Yeah, I know. Even if it happens next year, it's going to be latest January.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Definitely. So it's about time we follow you on your social media handles. Please give us your social media handles. Also for artists that would like you to produce their music, tell us where they can find you and social media handles.
Yes, you can find me at Ondieki Studios.
Yes.
On all platforms.
Yeah.
And my website is ondiekistudios.com.
Yeah.
And all the information is there.
Is there. All right. So you know where to go. Don't come telling me, Karen, I didn't find a good producer. Producer ran away with my music and my money. Those are the stories you're trying to avoid. Because if Mongeli brought her producer here, like it speaks volumes, because we don't get to see the brains behind the works. We get to see the end product with a nice artist, beautiful, but we don't really get to see the people that are in the works. And so there is your plug, okay? Get a legit producer for yourself and make good music, okay? So Mongeli, social media handles, and where can people find you at? Also, if you play live anywhere, this is your chance to invite people.
Okay, so I'm Mongeli Mutuku everywhere.
Yes.
Mongeli Mutuku or Ngeli Studios.
Yes.
But ukitafta Mongeli Mutuku, you have me on Instagram, on FB, Twitter, everywhere.
Yeah.
Or X.
Yes.
On Spotify, it's Mongeli. Yeah.
Yes, amazing. So across the board, it's very simple. Mongeli Mutuku, or on Spotify, where you can find all of her music and everything that she is doing. I want to say thank you very much. I think we have covered a big chunk of you. I want us to listen to Da or Nairobi. So I want us to have a fantastic time. But thank you so much for making time, for bringing along a talented producer, guitarist, very many hearts. Asanteni sana, and we can only hope that the future is bright for both of you. And we hope to see you back here. We have a tendency of catching artists just before they blow up. So when you do, because I know you will.
I'll be back.
Yes, please
when
be
I
back.
Release another song.
Thank you. When you do release another song, when you blow up, because it could be the next song actually. So just come and we are going to be having an amazing time. But right about now, Da or Nairobi from the one and only Mongeli. The fact that you got a whole song out of just the beef that was going around is just amazing. We want to wrap up the interview on this side. Guys are loving your music, so please keep giving us some more. I feel like it's just 1 year. You've been doing a lot, so we're giving you some more time and to go on. So ladies and gentlemen, that is where we put a full stop on our lounge number 1. I hope that you have had a fantastic time. You have had fun. I am seeing already some of you are already online, so I'm going to be getting into those comments in just a bit, and I know that you've loved Mongeli and her music and everything that she is doing, so I'm going to be getting to that after the break. When we come back though, we have 2 more launches to go, so you can sit back, relax and enjoy, because you're going to be learning and having fun right here on Art and Culture Monday.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi wale hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili
bila uoga. Watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi, hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
kutoka kuwa jamii ya kuhamahama na sasa kujumuisha kilimo katika mitindo yao ya maisha. Kwenye toleo la kaunti ya Narok, hii ni Boresha Kilimo, kwani afya bora ni kilimo bora.
Kwani kilimo ndicho huboresha maisha.
My name is Jakub Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
They speak to play politics.
Kila mara yeye ananiwinda kama mnyama. Naambia yeye Mungu iko. Mungu iko na sitarudi nyuma.
They speak words strong enough to change policy and the law.
We have a very democratic system. We have a system that is based on the rule of law.
They speak to the heart of the nation for the nation.
Simu imeleta mambo mingi sana. Mimi hata nataka ifungwe kabisa, na ifungwe hata WhatsApp na Facebook zifungwe kabisa.
When facts get lost in all these words, we aim for the truth.
Join me, Dennis Omondi, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. as I serve you the news and speak to your leaders and their observers to establish nothing but the truth, only on KU TV.
To the Church Aklaksha. I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Tero.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo umetune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Art
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KU TV.
We categorize homicide incidents here in Kenya in terms of what triggered that particular action.
You know, what triggered that particular action is what is interrogated when establishing whether there was malice aforethought. For example, if you stab someone 4 times and that person dies, you know, it means you had the opportunity to come back to your senses.
This year we have 3 theme areas: food security, nuclear energy, and then climate change.
And it unites those who believe in the harmony of human prosperity, vibrant ecosystems, pristine oceans, and stable climate.
Nuclear energy has the potential to address the pressing issue of energy poverty in Africa, where up to 600 million people have no access to reliable electricity.
Focus on Health is a show that creates awareness on matters health and informs you on various diseases, their causes, treatment, prevention, coping, and support. So join me, Boari Michelle, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on KUTV. You can also follow us on our social media platforms at KUTV Focus on Health on Facebook and also on YouTube, and Health Focus on Instagram, because your health is your wealth. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Loving husband and father.
Nothing is too good for my daughter.
An ambitious businessman with a dark secret. A girl with a whole life in front of her, plunging into a marriage that she did not choose with the wrong man.
I'm not ready to marry Zewa.
But who is the right one? I love Nambi. A rock star, living the dream.
But the babes keep chasing me, I guess.
It ain't easy being famous, especially with so many glamorous women around. A woman hell-bent on revenge.
He will pay.
Seductive, dangerous. She is a predator. Everybody needs it. Everybody wants it. They will do anything to get it. Love and wealth.
Kipindi hewani ni mitindo ya kipwani. Kama ilivyo kipindi hiki kinahusu nyimbo za tarab, chakacha, midwara, midundiko, bila kusahau mapishi. Ambao ndio uti wa mgongo wa pwani ya Afrika Mashariki.
Jamani, swaibu zangu mliopo maskani, hatuonani wenzangu, najua mwanitamani.
Hapa KUTV, nahodha mwendesha chombo cha baharini, yani ua linalunukia na kuvutia waridi tamu.
Tunakula usiku, tuachane na break kwanza, tuende lunch. Chapo. Ndio hiyo. Kama ndizi ndio
Rasha piga shada kuna giza, zikinai tujinai siweke story. Kata maji pia shada liko nasio nikosa msupo si stress. Kama rende kisha basi nipe. Najua ni nini.
Big up, Zade, ukiwa adriva, big up, Sis, big up, Shows, Mamba, big up, Oya, wase wote, okay, my principal, big up.
Soda!
aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 8:50. That means 50 minutes into our second hour, and we are doing so far so good. We are learning, we are getting entertained, and we are about to do more learning, because if you see that launch bumper, then you know we are seated. We are going to be seated and learning a few things, because this morning we are going to be learning all matters mental health and mental health awareness. Again, wears many hearts. It seems to be a quality to the guests I have here. They don't do one thing, they do a lot of things, and they do them very well. So I am not alone in studio. I want to introduce herself, tell us who she is, what she does, and then we are going to jump right in and get to do some learning. All right? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How is your Monday morning?
My Monday morning is well.
Yeah? Are you a morning person? Are you a Monday morning person?
I am not a Monday morning person, but I am a morning person.
Yeah, but you're a morning person. Yes, I know Monday is like the hardest. It's like number 5 in the list of the days and the ease. But karibu sana. I want you to say hi to our people at home. Just tell us who you are, what you do before we jump right in.
Good morning. My name is Kenyani Gitonga. I am a psychologist and also an author to materials that create awareness on mental well-being. I'm also a student counselor at the University of Nairobi.
Yes. Wow, perfect. That is quite a lot. That is quite a lot to unpack out there. But let's start from the beginning. First and foremost, you are a psychologist.
Yes,
so let's start. When did you discover you wanted to study psychology, and what inspired you to study psychology?
I started studying psychology in 2020 at the University of Nairobi.
Yes.
And frankly, in high school, I didn't know I want to take psychology.
Yeah.
But nikajipata, although it is something that I love doing, and given a chance, I will not hesitate.
Yeah.
I will still choose it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tell us from outside. We are looking from outside. What does psychology exactly entail? Like ukisema wewe ni psychologist, what is your JD? What is your job description?
All right. One thing that people say is whenever you mention I'm a psychologist, they are like, unaweza nisoma akili.
Yeah.
We cannot do that. We cannot do that.
Yeah.
What we do is we study behavior.
Yes.
And also we look at the patterns of how people behave and all that. And that's now what brings us into the conclusion of what is probably your next step of action. And that's when now people, the layman's language, they say unanisoma akili.
Yes.
But
so in short, you study behavior and patterns. Therefore, you're able to predict.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds way easier than kusoma akili. And those are layman's languages. So you study behavior, study patterns, and then you can be able to predict from here, what is this person likely to do.
Yeah, we say psychology is the scientific study of human behavior. But of course, when it comes to thinking, we have to learn kidogo on the cognition, on the thoughts and all that. But also we include the development, how people relate with each other, probably our childhood experiences get to shape us in whom we are. And so basically it's about mental well-being and also social relations.
Yes.
Although psychology is so broad, you find people in the industry, you find people in the criminal world, probably forensic psychologists, you find people who take child psychology. So it is very broad. You know, specify in the area that you feel suits you.
Yes. Okay. So in what area have you specified?
Personally, I've specified on mental health.
Mental health.
Yes.
Wow, I like that. So at this juncture, I think it's a good breaker into mental health.
Yeah.
One, why mental health? You could have been in forensic, you know, like why mental health?
I think everyone is passionate about different things. You find someone is so passionate about children. Every time there's an issue, whatever they think about his kids. But for me, I really am passionate about mental health. I feel like we are in an era whereby there are a lot of issues that are here and about.
Yes.
On the issue of mental health. And I work closely with the youths. Yeah. So I found my niche in working with youths.
Yes.
And also my main aim, my main goal is whereby we have an environment with minimized stigma on mental health.
Like minimize stigma about mental health.
Yes.
Now that you work with young people, maybe you can disseminate, and also it's a good thing that you're a young person.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell us, how is the overall mental wellness, mental health wellness amongst young people? How are we doing?
We are doing poorly, but I feel that with the awareness that is being created, things might get better. But the overall thing that I would say is that we have a lot of stigma on mental health. And the moment that we get to mitigate and minimize stigma, that's when we find a lot of people actually speaking out. I say that stigma actually brings about poor help-seeking behaviors. But when we've dealt with that, we find a lot of people actually speak out. They seek for help. And this means that we will have early detection and also early prevention of mental health issues.
Yes. So when we are given a platform, we are able to, you know, speak out and say this is maybe the problem, and therefore we are able to both you recognize the problems earlier, and therefore you're able to do either treatment or even prevention way earlier. Ooh, okay. What are some of the main contributors of mental health issues among young people? Like what are the few things that are key that we are struggling with?
I would say one thing is communication, because you find a lot of people have issues. I won't say they are minor or major. Everyone has their own set of issues, and the magnitude depends with the person. But then you find they are actually unable to speak out, or maybe when they reach out, whoever they have reached out to does not get them quite well. So I feel like we really need to have communication skills imparted in youths very well, and also a lot of us lack resilience. But when life, things can never be smooth at all times. You find difficulties here, difficulties there. But then how you respond to these difficulties and how you carry yourself through it really counts, especially the fact that these issues affect us psychologically and emotionally. So a lot of youths really need to be equipped with resilient and also coping skills. Because we are adapting negative coping skills, which do us more harm than good.
Okay, then a question right there, like a part B follow-up. Why do you think we are very low on resilience? Like what could be there? Because you study behavior and patterns. What are the contributors of very low resilience? Like, because I have heard us being called the microwave generation. We want things to just, you know, in 3 minutes you have your degree and you're moving on, or the Indomie generation. Like you crumble at the least inconvenience. You know, why do you think our resilience is not as good as it should be?
What we normally say even in counseling is that in as much as we want you to change, you have to do a lot of the background work. And I feel like a lot of us actually are living the theoretical bit of the world. You want your degree, but you don't want to do anything about it. You want good grades, but you don't want to put effort on that. So I feel like we are inactive. We just existing theoretically. So also in resilient, you cannot really be resilient by just sitting down and wishing, oh God,
I wish I was more resilient. I need to be more resilient.
So we we really need to do a lot of work. There's a great stretch over there, so we need to work on that, and also the aspect of consistency and patience.
Yeah.
A lot of us lack that, because also when now you want something and you're so impatient, things just don't work out 1 minute.
Yeah.
I also feel like there's a lot of ignorance out there, because a lot of people know things, the base is the surface.
Yeah.
But then whenever you tell a young person that this is how you're supposed to behave, then maybe just show them how do they go about that. And also a lot of support. Young people need support, because we have already been rebelled micro generation.
Exactly.
So you find when someone reaches out, whoever who is being sought out to help, they feel like I can't commit myself because maybe they're not serious about it.
Yeah.
So we need to actually deal with the labels so that we don't label someone who is genuine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or even someone who is looking for help. You know, like someone that is actually genuinely seeking for help, and we cannot be able to help them. Wow, that is something. I hope that you guys at home are learning, because by the way, I have had a lot of mental health awareness discussions around it, but I like the point on resilience, because truly you look at it and you're like, these are things our parents would not even twitch. Like, you know, at someone is walking for 10 kilometers daily, like as small as that, you have had a small inconvenience, the Uber has not shown up, and now we are breaking down. Like as small as the normal inconveniences of life, because life will inconvenience you.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we better build some muscle to deal with the inconveniences of life. We're going to go back to that discussion on World Mental Health Day, but allow me to jump to your book writing, because you're an author, and she brought books with her. This is what I love. Wait, am I getting a copy before we start this conversation?
Definitely, you love
them. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm quite a good reader, and I like small books. So let's see. So anyway, let's go into you being an author. When did you start writing?
All right. I used to love writing back then, but I used to write poems. I've never sat down and realized that, I need to write a book.
Yeah.
Then when I joined campus, I still continued writing poems. And so the first collection of poems that we had, it was named Healing Face and Letting It Go. In these poems, we were trying to address the issue and the aspect of loss and grief, because we realized that loss and grief is a thing. Lots of people are really undergoing difficulties with, how do I move on past something I've lost? How do I move on? And remember that loss is not only about family, about partners. Someone can also lose the investment, they can lose jobs, relationships, and people respond differently.
I draw the line at losing pets, though.
That's
a whole discussion for another time. But I like that it's not just people. You could lose your job, you could lose your investment, you could lose there's a lot. Thank you for unpacking that. That's, I think it's to note somewhere. It doesn't have to be people, it could be things as well.
And then I geared into writing articles. I used to have a blog where I used to write articles on mental health and all that. So to the point that we had Kenya Innovation Week, and I also got to write articles for that. That's when I realized, if I can write articles for Kenya Innovation Week, and I have a whole collection of articles already published on my blog, then why don't I compile them into something else? And also I realized that when I was practicing, I had clients whom we have verbal communications with them. But way much later, when you follow up, they are actually losing some bits of the conversations we had. And so when I started writing these materials, it was more of a follow-up and also as a frame of reference. And the major thing that actually drove me now into writing, apart from writing now my first book, I also realized that Kenyans, we really want people to write when they are retiring. Because the last time I stood up to talk about books, someone was like, I thought we only write books when we are retiring. So it is also a way of showing young people that when you know what your talent is, you can work on that. You don't really need to have 40, 60 years. You can start as young as you are.
I know that is such That is quite the concept. Like you should write whenever.
Yes,
you
whenever
know,
you're
like
ready.
age should not be a restriction to someone writing or to someone putting their works out there. So let's start with The House of Anger, which is this amazing green book. This is such a sweet color though. Let's start from there. Like sijui tutafanya book review. Like the color is calling. I like it. Now you can see it better on your screen. But I like The House of Anger. Let's start with this. What were you trying to document or to keep reference of in the book that is House of Anger?
The House of Anger actually came out as a collection of the experiences I had with clients.
Yes.
And a lot of young people, even in high schools, they get expelled because of anger issues. Someone is triggered by something, they're not able to manage it, and it ends up to be way much big thing. And also anger affects a lot of realms in life, not only relations. You find even at work, the way you relate with people, it is a major issue. And so I wrote it to, it's more of a mind-opening, eye-opening article of literature, and it has a lot of information on what anger is, how does it affect you, how does your body respond to you, the spheres of life that are affected by anger issues, and also now without the help of a counselor, because a lot of times you do not have therapists around you.
That is
so
true.
How do you teach yourself? Rather, how do you equip yourself with skills to manage anger? It is very interactive because you find tables in it where you're supposed to respond. Was this strategy helpful? Was it not helpful? And so it is an holistic approach on what anger is, and also now the mental health aspect. How is your mental health being compromised whenever you're having a series of anger issues? But remember, anger is not a negative thing. It is a positive thing. It is okay actually to feel angered, but then how you respond to it really counts.
So how you deal with it, or your exact response to anger. I was talking to someone that pointed something very specific about anger that I'd like to share here. And she was telling me that the problem with anger is that it has the capacity of, like, literally say in the context of a friendship or even a relationship, like it's one step from I am angry to now you have killed someone. Like the extreme of anger, it has consequences that sometimes you cannot go back from. So I think if that is not calling you to read this book, I don't know what is. So your first copy, the first copy that you're going to get from Kenya Gitonga is this copy. Because I think by that kind of was very eye-opening, because now we are in committee. Now life can literally go like on a 180 turn because of a moment of anger. And of course that is in its extremes. And Kenya here is able to tell you about from scale 1 to 1,000 of anger. So I think this is the perfect time to call you to read this book. Okay, so just get it. Where can they find this one? Let's start from there.
This book is available in Amazon, Savannah's bookshop, and also what we call Nuria stores. Nuria stores, you can actually have an e-copy, you can order, they deliver, or you can get in the stores and purchase a copy. It is in Moi Bazaar Avenue, 5th
Moi
floor.
Avenue, Bazaar, 5th floor. You can order as well?
Yes, you can.
How much is this book going for?
This book was for 600 Kenya shillings.
Bob. And it's not even yet 1,000. So before Zipande, for 600 bob, you can get the book The House of Anger, and you can get this one is a self-help book that is actually practical. Like it's the kind of books where, by the way, you will need a copy for you, and if you're buying for someone else, they'll need their own copy, because you need to write in here, you need to answer some questions, you need to note, you need to underline. So it's that type of book for just 600 bob. Get your copy of the House of Anger, and you may have just saved your life. Okay, or get it for someone who is having anger issues. Get it for someone, and you will definitely reap the benefits of it. That is The House of Anger. Then we moved to another book,
To Thrive.
To Thrive. Okay. This one is another one. It's called Thrive. Happiness is yours to give. Wow, I like it. Whoever is doing your cover design that I want us to talk about in a minute is doing an amazing job. That is her second book. It's called Thrive. Happiness is yours to give. So what inspired Thrive?
Thrive is actually also inspired by the experiences I've had with clients. And so I realized that as we are adulting, a lot of us actually are not in the present.
Yeah.
We're just in school, but we are postponing to be happy when you graduate.
Yeah.
I'll be fine when I get a job. I'll be fine when I do this and that.
Yeah. So
and
happiness is always in the next thing. Yeah.
And then you find time imesonga too, and then you're like, what was I doing in my 19s?
Yeah.
That way, so we actually do not have to write letters to the younger 16s. Why don't we be mindful of the present?
Yeah.
And they were the present.
Yeah.
And remember that your mental well-being is also compromised by this.
Exactly.
So Thrive actually equips us with time management skills, with also self-contentment, self-awareness. It also helps us to learn how do you set realistic and achievable goals.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it is also an inspirational book that will equip people with now how do you get to be happy.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of us want different things. But
Yes.
the bottom line is we are at peace and we are happy.
Exactly. Now. I think one thing I picked about happiness and peace, you could be dead tomorrow.
Yes, anything can happen.
Like by that is life. You could be dead tomorrow. So yes, of course, it's good to aspire, to plan, to work towards a happy future, but not at the expense of the happy now.
Yes.
Like, because that is the line. I think that is the line. We want to be happy tomorrow. Of course, definitely. We need to work towards it. Our building resilience is meant for, continuous, but happy now. Because at any point, it could be the full stop. The full stop of your life could be at any point.
Yes.
So there's no point in, I will be happy when I graduate. What if you don't graduate? I'll be happy when I get a job. Have you been in Kenya? You know, like you cannot afford to peg your happiness. I think I should be a writer. You should not peg your happiness on tomorrow and on the things to happen, because there are things that are happening
Today,
now.
yes.
Today, because today is not empty. No one lives in a vacuum. There's something that is happening today, so find happiness in that. So if that is not calling you to read Thrive, you need to. Okay, so Thrive is her second book. And how long did it take you to put this together?
Writing for me, it's a little bit easy because I write every day.
Yeah.
And that means that I also have to read, because now when you're writing practical things, you just don't write theory. You have to research and find is it practical, is it not practical. But my major concern was the publishing back then, because I didn't know where do I go about that. But I also want to recognize the efforts of Professor Wango, who is also a lecturer at the university, and my publishers, friends, and everyone that helped me to compile these materials.
Yeah.
The House of Hunger is already launched, but we will be launching Thrive very soon.
Yeah.
December 2nd, still in Nairobi at Allianz. And remember, December 2nd is on a Saturday, the very first Saturday of December.
Yes.
And so I also want to invite everyone, extend my genuine invitation to everyone that they can join us.
Yes.
We will have a lot of people on board. And so it will be amazing to share the journey on writing and also the creation of this material.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So that the 2nd of December, we all have a date to the Alliance Française, and you can get a copy of the Thrive there, signed, directed to you specifically. That is, if you have not already gotten a copy. How is Thrive coming from?
Thrive is going at 600 Kenya shillings.
Yes.
After the launch, it goes at 700.
Yes.
Although in Nairobi, we offer free delivery. Outside Nairobi, we send parcels.
Yes.
Yes. And it is also available in Nuria and Savanes.
Yes. Amazing. So you can get this one also at 600 bob. Yani for 1200 bob. For 1000 bob and 200. You can get yourself 2 copies of 2 amazing books. One that is going to get you out of the trenches, and another one that is just going to make you happy. Okay, so if you can get these books right now, the better. But if you will be coming to the lounge, just carry your 600 bob. It's the 2nd of December at the Alliance, and you can get a copy of either or both of these books, and you're going to have a good time. Let's finish on books by talking about books you've co-authored, because apparently you have written and you have written with others. So which books have you co-authored? Who was it with? And yes, before we go to the next question.
The books that I've authored is the collection of poems that we talked about, although we are also working on the visual aspect of mental health, because at times we find that people are having a lot of issues and sitting down to read, it's an issue.
Yeah.
So we are writing now, but in the visual aspect, whereby we use animation, we use the images, but still portray the same message. So that is what we are working on, and we'll be announcing more and more on that. But you can follow my socials at Kenya and Gitonga, and also at Sound Mental Health. And Sound Mental Health is a foundation that I created sometime last year. We have been using it to create awareness on mental health, especially particularly in schools, whereby we engage youths in mind opening conversations. We have what we call talk shows. We bring panelists on board. We have youth actually discuss their own issues and come up with solutions on the same. So it's all mental. That's when now we'll be working on the magazine. So you can follow us Kenya and Gitonga across all socials, as on mental health across all socials, and you get to learn more and more on the upcoming one.
Wow, amazing. So you can follow on that. I actually had a question on sound mental health, and I like that you're approaching it from a panel, from a discussion, because that opens up, that gives people opportunities to talk, to actually air out what they're thinking, where they're coming from, therefore, and finally solutions on how can we deal with it, how do we move on from here. So what is the dream for sound mental health? Like when you look at it, when you give it 2-3 years, what do you want it to have achieved or to achieve?
Our main aim, it is actually minimizing or maybe creating an environment with zero stigma on mental health, especially from a youth point of view. And we realize a lot of times youths are being given strategies to manage their own issues. But remember, these solutions are not tailored by them. That is why we actually involve them so that they can tailor solutions for the youths and made by the youths.
Yes, because now the books we are reading are written by 50-year-olds and 70-year-olds, and the way the theory is working, but the practical bit might be a bit of a problem. So you wanted to give a forum to the youth to be able to create their own solutions.
And also to give opportunities for youths to just practice. You're in this field, you're welcome to practice. And so for Sound Mental Health, we're looking forward to having a larger office, a greater audience, whereby we will have a lot of youths on board, so that we can also create guided conversations on mental health at a grassroots level. Because if you look at it, we've been having conversations on mental health
for the longest time.
And the conversation that we're having on October 10th, it's do different. Because now that we are creating awareness on mental health, and still issues on mental health are still rising. So what do we do different as people in that field? So that is what we want Sound Mental Health to do different.
I want us to go back to that point, because you're answering my questions before I ask them, but I need us to take a note on this one. So October 10th is World Mental Health Day. Let's start from there. So there will be, of course, the celebrations of the day, the things that we are going to be learning. So the theme you have said is do different. Yes, because I think this old way of we are still having conversations and we are not bringing about change, because the whole point of the conversations is to bring change. So if we are not seeing change, then maybe do different is what we need. So what do you feel we need to do different? I like the point on letting the youth come up with their own solutions, but what else around mental health conversations and mental health awareness conversations do you think we should do different?
I feel like for the longest time we've been approaching things from the consequences we see. Maybe someone is having a mental breakdown, probably they are undergoing chronic stress or probably depression. So we just tackle depression, but we leave the underlying factors. What predisposed this person to depression? So now do different is trying to actually look at the major cause that predisposed this person to depression. Yes, we will help them with depression, but also we need to address what made them get depressed, because we are wondering what is happening and leaving why it happened.
Exactly. So we are going back to the medical field where prevention is better than cure. Because if we are able to tell, okay, depression seems to be a recurrent issue, so what is causing, so we can be able to like work backwards into a better solution than forward into medical, even drugs or anything that is coming off as a symptom of exactly what is going on. Okay, so you've talked about the theme. Where will the World Mental Health Day be celebrated on the 10th? What are the activities around the day?
All right. As on mentor, we'll be having an X-Space conversation, and we've brought on board a lot of organizations that are into mental health.
Yeah.
And not only in October, but now we're looking forward to November 10th so that we can have now a physical conversation on the same.
Yes.
You'll be engaging a lot of stakeholders in mental health. So for October, we just at X Spaces, so you can follow at Sound Mental Health. That is where we will have the conversation going.
Yes. Yes, I love that you're seeing the poster on your screen. 10th October is World Mental Day. So on X, a previous Twitter, you can be able to check Sound Mental Health, and they will be having conversations around it. So it's for us to go and retweet and comment and share and just have a whole conversation, a wholesome conversation around it. I know you've mentioned a number of organizations, but you also work with the University of Nairobi and another one I saw called Usikimie. Just to mention them, because I realized you're working with a lot of organizations, which is beautiful. Just what works do you do with them?
I want to mention the aspects of a lot of organizations is I realized that we should not be looking at them as competitors. We look at them from a point of view where we collaborate, we partner, and we get to reach a greater audience. And so for the longest time, I also want to appreciate the Kenya YMCA Central Branch. That is where I actually started my advocacy. And they really welcomed me and gave me a platform. And we have what we call Y Mentor, whereby we hold a lot of conversations on mental health. And so Sound Mentor has partnered with YMCA for quite some time. And we still continue with the conversations there. We have also worked with Usikimie, where we try to create awareness on gender-based violence. We have also worked with Chiromo Hospital Group several times for the Twitter conversations. And sometimes we had a pad drive in partnership with YMCA, in partnership with Red Cross, Chiromo, and what we call Conversations with Esther. I also want to extend my invitations next Saturday to be October 7th. We will have what we call Loss and Grief Conversations with Conversation with Esther to be at Nyerere Road, Nairobi. That poster is also available on my socials. So anyone who is free at that time, they can join us. And the University of Nairobi, they have what we call Wellness Center. And in Wellness Center, we offer counseling to students and staff. And so it has been also a great platform. October 12th, we'll be having our first physical event where we welcome our first years with mental health conversations. Whereby we want them to understand this is what campus can offer. This is how detrimental it can be, but this is also how you get out of that. And so for university students who are hearing me, do visit us at Towers, second floor. We're always there offering free consultation and therapy to students and staff.
Wow. Then that is very lucky for students at the University of Nairobi. So please take advantage, okay? Take advantage of these platforms. Therapy is expensive out here. And I'm telling you, stop postponing your happiness. This thing that you will be happy when you graduate, then you realize therapy is 5,000 a session, 30 minutes. You need to take advantage of such platforms. Before we wrap up, because I'm being told time is not on our side by my director of the day, you have a show on radio, Afya ya Akili. Where does that run?
It runs at Seito FM, and Afya ya Akili, it is actually in Swahili, because I realized that we do a lot of advocacy in English, which is actually okay. Lakini pia Kiswahili kitukuzwe.
Exactly.
So it always happens on Monday around 5 p.m.
So you can follow up that conversation as well. And true, because mental health is not exclusive to English speaking or understanding people. There are people who their language of conversing is Swahili, and to be able to reach them, you need to do that in Swahili.
Definitely.
Wow, I love that. As we wrap up, what are you working on currently, just wholesomely as Kenya?
Right now, we are working into having a lot of physical conversations, but now on the 2 different series of activities. We are also working with an author, his name is Brian Nyambego. We'll be having conversations where now we try to equip youth now with the resilience and the communication skills. So we call it the X series of conversations. We'll be having the very first one in October 28th at JQuat Towers, and we also bring in a panel of speakers who will be speaking to these young people. And And I'm also now, my energy is actually directed in the book launch.
Yes.
I want again to extend my invitations to you.
Oh yeah, let's
just
talk about the book launch. Yes.
Yeah.
So the December 2nd, there is going to be a book launch for this book that is called Thrive. That is what Kenya is working on currently. So remind us the venue, the where, the when before we go to your social media handles.
The venue is Alliance Fonse. It is in town, just opposite Kemu Towers. It will be in December 2nd, 2 to 5 p.m. And also 21st October, which will be on a Sunday, I'll be at MCK Karaoke. We'll be having conversations on mental health. So suppose you also had bought a copy at the bookshop, you need it to be signed, you'll find me there at 12 p.m.
Yes, perfect. I feel like you're the next 90 days are packed with events and places and conferences and panels. So I want you to give us your social media handles. I believe you usually do an update of where you will be, what conversations will be happening. So please remind us your social media handles, your personal social media handles, and then the social media handles for Sound Mental Health, because I know on those two platforms we can be able to get on you and what you're doing and what you're working on.
All right, this is Kenya and Gitonga. That is in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok.
Yes, so Kenya and Gitonga, Kinya, then N, and then Gitonga. Yes.
And also now Sound Mental, it goes as Sound Mental Health across all social media platforms.
Yes.
And you'll find our logo, our theme color is purple.
Yes.
So you definitely find it.
Perfect. So a Sound Mental Health, the theme color is purple. So you see something purple, you know that is the platform to follow. One final word on mental health awareness and mental health in general as we wrap up.
I want to say that social change is driven by you and I.
Yeah.
So the collective measures that you take each and every day really count. And I also want us to really figure out why we are talking about stigma each and every day, and we know stigma is wrong, yet people will still stigmatize.
Yeah.
So it is what I want us to think about as individuals. Why are we still stigmatizing people that talk about mental health?
Yeah.
While we know that stigma is wrong.
Yeah.
And also, once more, I want to invite you to our events. Feel free at any time. You can always reach out to me through my socials and also through kenyanina51 at gmail.com.
Yes.
Place your orders. We always deliver on time.
Yes.
And thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you very much. That has been Kenya and Gitonga with her amazing work and conversations around mental health. I think that you and I have learned a thing or two. We have one more launch to go, so allow me to close this one here because we still have one more launch to go. But please follow her on social media handles, and on the 2nd of December at the Alliance Francaise for the book launch for the book that is Thrive. See you on the next launch.
Bajuka ni kama unarusha mamikono tingisha kichwa chungu sivute kisono. Mbona nyinyi na wawasha nkikula nyama choma tu firifiri na
niko na pesa kushinda babako. Kasikia vibaya uko kwenu. Kasikia vibaya.
I want to flex my love.
What are some of the ways through which you can develop these skills so that you are comfortably fitting into the job?
You have to put yourself in positions where you are uncomfortable in the sense that you are not clear about what to do.
Because I used to work a corporate job before. So when I left, I happened to visit someone's farm around this area.
So this project is called Security Breach Detector and Readiness Familiarize. It is meant to be used to detect, detonate explosives.
We'll tackle all the tough issues, discuss all the weird moments, and hopefully share a few laughs along the way.
climate change. In Kenya, for example, the frequency of the floods is becoming more and worse. The amount of people and livestock we're losing.
The level we need to go is a level where the normal mwananchi and also the government stakeholders can uptake these solutions.
Those small acts multiplied by millions of us will help make a difference in the world at the end of the day.
It's just a slight behavior change that we need, and you'll find that it serves us a bit more than you put in. And that's the goal. We want to live a better world than we found. Because at the rate we are going, it's dire.
We will secure the planet for future generations.
Lola ni programu inayokupa fursa ya kutizama video zozote pindi tu unapokuwa na nafasi. Hadithi za kukupa motisha, drama, maisha ya vyuo vikuu, teknolojia, masuala ya jamii, kuzuru maeneo tofauti, spoti, burudani na zaidi. Pata programu ya Lola sasa kwenye rununu yako kwa yote unayohitaji.
Exciting adventures across the African continent.
See breathtaking wildlife, stunning landscapes,
and out of this world technologies.
Meet incredible scientists
and learn fantastic facts.
Explore, discover, be amazed.
Be part of the next generation of African change makers.
Be a part of ENGEN, Africa's #1 science discovery program. Yay!
We're learning every day. Bajuka ni kama unarusha mikono, tingisha kichwa chungu usivunje kisogo. Mbona nyinyi na wawasha nkikula nyama choma tu firifiri na give me your hand and shoulder. I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking diner. Tell them twerking. Pull up the lamp swerving. I work so hard, you know I don't want no stress. I no get time to impress. Call that girl with a lovely dress. Yeah.
Kutoka kuwa jamii ya kuhamahama na sasa kujumuisha kilimo katika mitindo yao ya maisha. Kwenye toleo la kaunti ya Narok, hii ni Boresha Kilimo. Kwani afya bora ni kilimo bora.
Kwani kilimo ndicho huboresha maisha.
We categorize homicide incidents here in Kenya in terms of what triggered that particular action.
You know, what triggered that particular action is what is interrogated when establishing whether there was malice aforethought. For example, if you stab someone 4 times and that person dies, you know, it means you had the opportunity to come back to your senses.
A loving husband husband and father.
Nothing is too good for my daughter.
An ambitious businessman with a dark secret. A girl with a whole life in front of her, plunging into a marriage that she did not choose with the wrong man.
I'm not ready to marry Zima.
But who is the right one?
I love Nambi.
A rock star, living the dream.
But the babes keep chasing me, Agisa.
It ain't easy being famous, especially with so many glamorous women around. A woman hell-bent on revenge.
He will pay.
Seductive, dangerous. She is a predator. Everybody needs it. Everybody wants it. They will do anything to get it. Love and wealth.
We are all seeing the impacts of climate change. In Kenya, for example, the floods, the frequency of the floods is becoming more and worse. The amount of people and livestock we're losing.
The level we need to go is a level where the normal mwananchi and also the government stakeholders can uptake these solutions.
Those small acts multiplied by millions of us will help make a difference in the world at the end of the day.
It's just a slight behavior change that we need, and you find that it serves us a bit more than you put in, and that's the goal. We want to live a better world than we found, because at the rate we are going, it's dire.
We will secure the planet for future generations.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a fantastic time on Art and Culture Monday. We are at 35 minutes past 9 a.m. That means we are about to wrap up, but not without this specific launch, because we are here once again to talk matters art. You know, if we are talking about art, we have time for it. So I'm not alone in studio. I'm joined by a brilliant gentleman that is doing amazing things, matters art, and first and foremost, for our campus student who I really think need it. So, karibu sana, how are you doing?
Niko sawa.
Are you Monday imekupiga mabare ama uko sawa?
Imenitandika sana. Actually hata niliamka 6.
Yes.
Mali niko.
Yeah.
Stage ni ambali.
Yeah.
So stage ni ya Kikuyu. So mats zilikuwa zinakamka zimejamini kwa kabete.
Yeah.
So tumesimama hapo for long.
Yeah.
Lakini finally too.
But you made it here.
Yeah.
The fact is that you are here and we are happy that you made it here.
Yeah, thanks,
Before tupige stories zote, please say hi to people at home. Waambie wewe ni nani, unafanya nini, then we jump right into our conversation of the day.
Okay, thank you. So
yes.
Niaje wadau, my name is Joshua Poet. I did bachelor's degree in communication and public relations.
Yes.
I have interest and skills in corporate branding, marketing, customer service, and poetry.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially poetry. Like I know anafanya many things. Oh, and you've forgotten to mention event organizing.
Yeah, event organizing.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
You're most welcome. Because we are here. When was the last time you were here?
Last time tulikuwa Nojwang.
Yeah.
This really cool. Last year around
November.
Because
it's been a while.
October, November.
Yeah, it's been a while since I saw you on this screen, but I am happy to have you. Let's start with, I know you're a poet first and foremost.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing matters your poetry?
Okay, matters my poetry. Nimekuwa break kiasi juu ya job.
Yeah.
Juu umesikia nimefanya pia
career hapa kule and PR is a big thing.
Exactly. So nimekuwa break kiasi but bado nimekuwa nikwrite. I have a book coming up.
Yes.
Poetry and book. So hata tusiongelelea sana.
Tukisema so now this book.
Exactly. Tutakuja nayo hapo.
Yes.
Yeah, just to spoil kiasi inaitwa Sunrise Anthology book.
Yes, Sunrise Anthology book.
SON.
Yes. Yeah. So you intend them to be kadhaa.
Yeah.
Yes, so si moja. Hey, sawa, we are sorry. You're working on things. Yes. But there's nothing I like more than seeing a poet document their work.
Sure.
Because apart from the thrilling live performances, I want to come here 10 years later, and still have your works somewhere put down. So I am definitely excited for that one. So Thank you. Is in the works. When are we expecting the book?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. But when the book is out, you will come back here.
Sure.
That is a sure bet.
Sure thing.
Sawa, it's given. So perfect. Sawa. So we are expecting Joshua Poet here with his poetry anthology. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. But you're here for a different conversation, different in some way. You're here because we are talking about Poetry Hangout.
Yeah, sure.
Let's start with what is Poetry Hangout all about?
Okay, Poetry Hangout, it's basically an avenue for artists and supporters of art.
Yes.
And critics of art to come and join hands to impact the society through poetry, performing art, na art zingine kama hizi za kutengeneza wristbands, painting, storytelling. So it's an avenue. I think ni place tu ya wase come to come. Then we have a program. Eyo mtajulia pale mkishafika. Unajua siwezi waangusha. Hizi vitu tumefanya sana.
Exactly. So, I know you have a plan.
So it's an avenue for supporters of art, attendees, artists wenyewe na critics of art kukuja to impact just the society.
Exactly.
Using performing art, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I like that because art in itself is very broad. Sure. So I like that just apart from poetry, you're bringing in other people that are doing such works. But then these are big works that are really, really amazing to ni kitu mtu anafanya and it's their own art and it's creative and it's amazing. We are going to talk about them in just a little bit. But this edition of Poetry Hangout is called Back to Campo. And I know we talked about Back to Campo kidogo before this interview, but just run us through what is the dream? You're going back to campuses. What do you hope to achieve? What campuses do you want to go to?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Back to Campo, it's an idea in cross after Shamaliza Campo.
Sasa urudi Campo.
Back to Campo, literally wasi mnajua literature mnajua kinyo inamaanisha. So Back to Campo ni concept ya because kuna a lot of artists wako campus. Na ni most of them ni upcoming. Raw, very raw.
That is true.
Na wenye wanahitaji msee kuwashikilia mkono. When I was in campus kuna wasi walinishikilia mkono.
Ukweli.
Kwa event organizing, kwa poetry, art na general. So that's why mimi na feel sifai as much as tumegrow sana tuko na audience ya nje wasi wanatuaminia working class wasi wanaweza lipa ticket 1,000 bob but still tuna need 150 ya msee wako campus just to impact them na keep them going na art. So tuna need kwenda back to my campus Masai Mara Uni. That's why tumepeleka Narok. And then after that maybe tuta come to Nairobi. Maybe we do KU, JKUAT maybe. Then tuingie tena Karatina Chuka. Then tuingie Mombawa Pwani.
Sawa. So it's a sort of a campus like you go through series in different campuses. And I like campuses because it's like the hub for talent. Utapatana na mtu ushangae, how do you do that? Like they will show you some art that has not been shown before. So what is the inspiration? Like what do you hope to achieve by kuingia Campo?
Okay, the goals zenyewe ni na feel first of all tuna need vile nimesema tu we need to like expose those raw talents because they are very authentic. Actually have a soft spot for painting na pencil art. Man nimeona wasi na kazi noma sana but people don't know about it.
Exactly.
Na ni art yenye ukiangalia inafaa kwa a lot of cash.
But
mse tu ana mayang tu kwa nyumba.
Ukweli.
Like I mean,
angalia exactly. Like you know exactly.
So hizo kuexpose hizo talents, and then you know tukikuja kwa event if wasi wamekaa wamedisplay their art,
yes,
na feel we usually have partners,
yes,
and actually wasi wanaweza buy,
yeah,
they can buy and they
true,
can really help. You know, my thing nikai tu Yesu Kristo mimi nawasaidia huko kwingine Mungu atafanya mambo yake.
Yeah, yako ni kutufikisha hapo, connect the talent and the supporters and the critics and the investors, alafu wewe kazi yako imefika hapo.
Huko kwingine Mungu na luck itasaidia.
Exactly. I am happy because we don't get a lot of hands to help, especially in campus. Someone will have mad talent, but they don't know where to take it. Like you have said, why is someone hanging amazing pieces of art just because they are thinking, who will buy this? It's something I do for
then
fun.
The confidence pair.
Yes.
You know, confidence sometimes planted into someone.
Kweli.
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's something we're doing.
I like that because it seems like a very nice way of holding many people's hands.
True.
And I know your own experience might have taught you, probably if someone got you when you were in first year,
you
know, you'd be further along, or the journey might have been easier than it was.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay, so you're doing event organizing for this poetry hangout.
Yes.
What does event organizing entail? Like ni nini unafanya?
Okay, event organizing manze iko na a lot of stuff. Iko na committee. Of course lazima uwezi kuwa peke yako.
Yes, ukweli. You can't be your own man.
Exactly. Na kuna a lot of duties zenye uwezi fanya peke yako. So kuna a planning committee wenye wana deal na departments kibao, marketing, promotional materials, ticketing, you know, costumes, location and set, sound,
posters like this one.
Sound, venue, vendors, partnerships.
Yes. That's a lot of work. I don't know what kind of answer I was expecting, but that seems like you cannot do an event without an event organizer. Like you're the one doing groundwork.
You can't. Actually kuna courses kwa shule, events management. People go to like study that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are people, by the way, that you need to call. You need to have them. These events and you end as in a direction. You don't know the beginning from the end. While someone actually has studied that or has been doing that, like Joshua has here, it's a chance. You know, young people, it's a chance for you to actually get business out of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. So, what things will go on in the poetry hangout? Like what sessions? I know we don't want to preempt anything, but what sessions will be there?
Okay, just to mention, tutakuwa na 3 sessions. Session 1 itakuwa inaitwa open mic, of course, for my guys in Narok. Poetry, wasewa poetry, music, karaoke, you know, storytelling, hizo vitu zote tutawapea open mic. Hiyo ndio safi. Kila mtu dakika zake 3.
Nice, exactly. 3 zimetosha. Si hata AGT is dakika 3 tu.
Exactly.
3 zimetosha. They're enough.
So watakaa muandikishe, they do the open mic, then we after open mic tunaenda now a poetry show.
Yes.
Yeah, Joshua Poet exclusive.
Yes.
Then after that we go to a banter session. To have a banter session with our audience.
Yes.
Hiyo msijali nitawapanga. And then the last one tutaenda to giveaways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want us to land there because giveaways, the rest is pretty in the giveaways. What exactly will be included huko?
Giveaways, of course, tuko na hizi.
Yes,
unaweza onyesha tena.
By the way. Yes, they are looking amazing.
Yeah. Tutakuwa na hizi.
Yeah.
Na tutakuwa pia na kibao. Viv. Yeah, the lady mwenye amedo hizi designs anaitwa Viv.
Yes.
Then tutakuwa na merchandise. Tutakuwa na Sunrise merchandise na Joshua Poet merchandise.
Yes.
Tutakuwa tunazipeana. Tutatumia tu criteria fulani.
Yes. Wow, amazing. And also carry a little cash, you know, just
exactly,
pale. Get your t-shirt hapa pale, get your band hapa kule. They are really pocket friendly, by the way. So if you can be able to get some for yourself, pia beba 200 yako, toka na wristband, punch yako, carry something. This is what we said. We have talked about art. I think I was telling Joshua that before we began, that I'm all for paying for art, because if I can't do it, then why am I refusing to pay for it? You know, it's like someone telling me to come host here free of charge.
Are you easy?
You know, like it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I am definitely pro paying for art. So if you come me there, hata ukipewa moja ununue hiyo
Yeah.
Be all for it. So this lady, we know Viv will be there. What other partners, or which other partners you're working? Are you working with?
Okay, so I'm working with Narok Museum. Is kama partner pia.
Yes.
They are giving me the venue, but pia tuna partner na wao. Then I'm working with wase wanaitwa Tree of Life. They've been my partners for long.
Yeah.
Because ni karibu, it's an hospital, ni private OC. So again, back to event organizing.
Yeah.
There's something called safety.
Yeah.
You know, because lazima if indo location ya event, lazima tukuwe na contact za house iko karibu.
Exactly.
Ama health facility.
True.
What if
someone might just faint. Kwanza kwa hizo banters.
Yeah.
You know.
Mseza faint kwa stage. Ama ni kama nipige piece heartbreak msee.
Yeah.
You know. So ni hosi yetu tumekuwa na partners na wao.
Yeah.
Still tuna partner na wao kwa hii.
Yeah.
And then partnering na pia na wasi wanaitwa Mutumbu Photography. Is my guy tulikuwa na campus. But another photography na documentation.
Yes. Wow. And then naona hapa ni King the DJ. So there's going to be
Nicking the DJ ni live music and vibes.
Yes, so you're in Campo, there has to be live music and vibes.
Man, don't your comrades. Balance.
Yes, exactly. They gravitate very much towards entertainment, and the poetry is going to be on fire. Like Joshua Poet has got you. Like hapo mko tu sorted. Wewe ingia keti, skiza. You're going to have an amazing time. So what is the dream? I'm imagining 5 years from now, the edition of Back to Campo, wherever it will be. What do you want it to look like?
Most importantly, thinking, we incorporate wase wengine into the game.
Yeah.
Let them learn the game.
Yes.
Let them waive even more than sisi.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. Naweza ipata scholarship niende Canada.
Kama umeenda.
You know.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that poetry ama poetry hangout itaendelea.
Yeah.
Itaendelea because we are raising people.
Exactly.
We have first years joining actually today.
Yeah.
And then event iko 14th next week.
Yes.
So those are guys when you're raw talent, guys who have skills and interest in maybe event organizing.
Yeah.
So we want to incorporate them in the game. And tunataka tufike place ile we can hold a Shin City like event. I'm a soul fest.
Yes.
But poetry and some stuff in there.
I love the dream. I'm here for the dream.
Thank you.
Have such a type. And I am saying, by the way, like Kenyans are willing. Kenyans are willing to come out in large numbers to pay. If you can give them value. Yes, if you can give them value, they can definitely. Like, I mean, we are from the Jews party. You know, it was fantastic.
Yeah. And that's storytelling.
Yes.
It's a basic thing, but now,
yes.
Msanii may put the design flan, people pay.
May package vizuri.
Packaging.
Exactly. Yeah, wow. I am honestly, I'm looking forward for poetry to get to such levels. That we can have thousands, people in thousands, ticket paid thousands.
Sold out.
Yes, sold out. Sold out. I am definitely looking forward. Yes, to that one. Yeah. So I want you to, as we wrap up, invite wase wa Masai Mara tuanzie hapo. Na wase wenye wako pia Narok, na wase wako Nairobi, because you are here now in Nairobi, so what is preventing us from traveling to Narok? We've been looking for a road trip. This might be your chance.
Maybe.
Yes.
So guys, manze in Narok, in Nairobi, in Mombasa, everywhere.
Yes.
Tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your ex, tell your neighbor, tell your grandma. It's going down, manze. On the 14th, Saturday afternoon, 2 to 6 p.m. Narok Museum. Fika pale, ticket yako ni 200 peke yake. Lakini beba pesa ingine ya kutumia hapa na pale.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, so 200 yako safi.
Na tupesa tu ingine.
Fika pale na tupesa tu ingine. Si tumesema merchandise is there. There is a lot that you can be able to get from there by the way. So and also as a way of investing back, giving back to our artists that are working very hard.
Sure.
Because Joshua Pet can tell you here for a fact that event has not costed 200. It has not. It has costed way more. I can tell you for a fact. So you are 200 and a lot more in your ticket tunajua tiko ni 1,000 bob. So you are 800. So we stash tu mahali.
Exactly.
Then go spend it there. Okay? Yeah. I think that is about it. Remind us the where, the dates, and then we go to social media handles.
Okay, so what Sunrise presents Back to Campo Fresh and Art.
Yes.
That's the word.
Exactly.
And then where? Narok Museum. When? 14th October.
Yes.
On Saturday afternoon. Time 2 to 6 p.m.
Exactly.
See you there.
All right. Social media handles for guys to follow up on you and on Sunrise Media.
Okay. So follow us. Unaweza ni follow. Manzi, I lost my account.
Yeah,
but niko na zingine mpya. Tushaanza tena.
Yes.
So Joshua Poet on Instagram. Unaweza nipata pale. The promotional materials ziko pale kwa highlights, kwa stories, kwa posts ziko pale utazipata. YouTube tuende bado kwa Sunrise TV.
Yes.
Iko pale. Follow us hapo kwa Twitter bado kiasi. Tutarudi tena.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the poster, by the way, it has phone numbers that you can be able to contact.
Sure.
In case unataka directions, ama unataka kukumbushwa, ama for any information regarding Back to Campo Poetry Hangout, you can call the numbers on the poster. Ukimfollow pia na juu utapatana na hiyo poster mahali.
Yeah.
So you can holler at them, get any necessary information you want, and be at the Poetry Hangout. Thank you very much, Joshua.
Thank you,
It's been an honor. Short and sweet. Very brief, but all our information is out there. Asante sana, ladies and gentlemen. That is where we are wrapping up our lounge number 3 and our last lounge of the day at exactly 9:53 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 54 minutes. I don't even think we have come this far on the show. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for interacting with our amazing guests. Thank you for bringing your A game to Art and Culture Monday. I hope that you have been entertained enough, that you have been informed enough, that you have had fun, and that you have had a great day, a great start of the week, and a great start of the month. I'm going to see you on the second Monday of the month of October, but right about now, happy new month, happy new week. Bring your A game to it, and I pray that A game will come back to you. Results that Zita give, and in your hustle, in your job, in anything that you are doing, that you will get back exactly what you will sow, which is amazing stuff. I'll see you next Monday, same time, same place, same amazing show.
Amina, 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 Amina. Mama, panguza chozi, siyatafakari vita vya juzi. Sikupenda kwangu kukuudhi mtu jana au